there, you might be surprised that one of the best things I've ever done for my health and wellness was to start exercising less. While majority of people here in the United States especially don't work out enough, there is a certain number of people who work out too much and overtrain, and thus they stress their body too much. And I was one of those people. I used to exercise 6 days a week. I used to run about 35 miles a week. On top of it, I used to do body weight training, and I biked and hiked and swam. It was too much for my body, and little did I know that I was actually harming myself by overstressing my body, by putting my body all the time constantly in the catabolic state of breaking it down. Because when you don't give your body too much rest, then you're constantly breaking down instead of building and going to the anabolic state where you're actually building, regenerating your cells, your tissues, your muscle, you name it. In addition, when you work out too much, you're also putting too much stress in your body, and you're always in sympathetic nervous system activation. So that's stressful. That increases your cortisol levels. And also cortisol will lead to not only the regulation of cortisol, but also the regulation of other hormones such as sex hormones, thyroid hormones, insulin. You'd be really surprised if I tell you that there is about 60 studies that actually says that exercise does not really help with weight loss. And in fact, if you over-exercise, then you stimulate your appetite, and you are loading at all carbs, and which is actually known as carb loading, right? So you're kind of in the vicious cycle of stressing your body, not only with the exercise, too much of it, but also stressing your body with unhealthy food or too much of it. And you be also surprised, but it's backed up by studies that if you exercise once a week, then you lower your risk for cardiovascular diseases. But if you exercise every day without that rest, without giving your body that rest, then you will actually increase your risk for cardiovascular diseases. Another study that I've read said that if you exercise at a high intensity for a prolonged period of time, more than 3 times a week, then the benefits of exercise is actually just as big as if you were not exercising at all. So again, sometimes less is more. Too much exercise can increase your cortisol level. Something's in my eye. Cortisol level, which stimulates, would mess up your other hormones. It can also increase your inflammation marker, CRP. It can lead to issues with sleep, with mood, psychological issues, not to mention about the women triage syndrome, where you can stop menstruating or start losing bone at a young age, and obsessive behavior. So if you think you need to exercise a lot, think again. I used to think that again, but now I've cut down on my exercise probably by more than 5 times, having gained a pound, and I eat healthy. My body is in more balance than it used to be, and I'm 10 years older. Talk to you soon. Let me know if you have questions or want to work with me.